In this video, I want to talk about the 3 breeds that I think first-time owners should never get. But not only that, these are the 3 breeds that, as a canine behaviourist that works with problem behaviours every single day, are the breeds that I'm seeing first-time owners get way too often that are resulting in some pretty extreme problem behaviours that could have been avoided if they'd have just chose a more suitable breed in the first place. And the first breed that I'm seeing this happen with way too often is the Belgian Malinois or working line German Shepherd. They both are kind of pretty equal in this department at the minute, but I'm seeing people as young as 18, 19 years of age that have never owned a dog before get a working line Belgian Malinois or a working line German Shepherd as their first ever dog, and then being surprised 6, 9, 12 months later when they have an absolute monster that is completely out of control. Those dogs are capable of absolutely insane feats of obedience or protection or kind of protection sports. They are world class, and it truly is a sight to behold when you see them at their max. But the reality is that to get them to that point requires some of the best trainers on the planet to be able to achieve that. And not just the best trainers, but those trainers need to have the time to be able to put in to those dogs. And the reality is that the vast majority of people don't have the time, the skill, the knowledge, or the experience to be able to handle that level of intensity. That's like having never driven a car and your first car being an F1 car and trying to pop down to Tesco to do your shopping and expecting it to go well. It will be a disaster, and there is absolutely no reason that as a first-time owner that should be a breed you're considering. Next up is the Boerboel. Now, there's no secret that I absolutely love the Mastiff breeds. I've owned many Mastiffs myself, and I've worked with a variety of different Boerboels. But just like the Belgian Malinois or the German Shepherds, especially the working lines, the Boerboels are like that for the Mastiff breeds. Of all the Mastiff breeds, they are probably the Mastiff breeds that require the most experience, the most skill, and the most dedication to get right. But as they are becoming more popular and people are seeing just how insane that they look physically, as well as understanding that they are quite an intense breed, that tends to increase people's desire to get them. And again, I'm seeing people make the decision that their first dog ever should be a Boerboel, and that, in my opinion, is a terrible choice, especially when there are so many other breeds that allows you to dip your toe into the Mastiff world without taking the huge risk that bringing a Boerboel into your home is if you don't have the skill, knowledge, experience and time to be able to handle such a serious breed. The third and final breed that I think people shouldn't get as a first-time owner might be a surprise, and that is the Cocker Spaniel. Now, especially the working line Cocker Spaniels is something that I am seeing in insane levels right now. The last year or so, I have seen a huge increase in my inbox being absolutely full of working line Cocker Spaniels riddled with behaviour problems for either first-time owners or owners with very young families, and they are a bad fit for both of those scenarios. Now, I don't hate the Cocker Spaniel whatsoever, like I don't hate the Boerboel, and like I don't hate working line Shepherds or Malinois. In fact, I love all of those breeds. But with my experience and seeing how those breeds can go terribly wrong, I understand that for them to truly thrive, that needs to be in the right home and the right environment with the right owner. And for working line Cocker Spaniels in particular, that should be somebody with experience with high drive, high energy dogs, understanding the requirement for the amount of sheer exercise that needs to be given to those dogs, understanding that you're going to have a dog that's going to find it very difficult to settle down and relax, and knowing and accepting that you're not going to have a dog that wants to just chill and curl on the sofa and watch TV with you. And therefore, the best home for a working line Cocker Spaniel is somebody that actually wants to work a Cocker Spaniel for what they were bred to do. And if that isn't you, I truly believe that it is a breed that you should take off your list entirely.